So, finally I had the chance to see Marvel Studios' latest movie, The Marvels. As you might already be aware after looking at the thumbnail as well as the title that this video is going to contain some major spoilers from the movie. Before I explain to you in detail the post-credit scene of this movie and what it means for the future of the MCU, I would like to make a quick and brief statement. Talking and discussing about comic book movies, games and TV shows is my biggest passion. If you want me to keep bringing you more such awesome contents, I want you guys to do me a simple favor. Please spend 1 second of your time to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. It truly means the world. Okay, now let us come back to the main topic again. Let me give you a short spoiler-free review and share my thoughts on The Marvels to start off. This movie was actually pretty good. It is definitely not a masterpiece by any stretch, but it is absolutely amazing and you are going to have a lot of fun watching it. There are some pretty epic and badass moments in the movie which I was really not expecting. This movie is one of the shortest MCU movies, but it will keep you hooked to the screen and entertained for the entirety of its runtime. It is very straightforward and has a very simple storyline, but it still manages to pleasantly surprise us at several moments during the course of its runtime. The action sequences were pretty awesome, especially the ones featuring Captain Marvel. Although the set designs and the CGI were a bit wacky at some places, the movie has some pretty gorgeous looking visuals which really manages to leave you speechless. Brie Larson for me was the highlight of this movie. It is partly because Brie is one of my favorite actresses and Captain Marvel is one of my favorite Marvel characters. This movie actually does complete justice to her character and totally succeeds in bringing out the badass nature of the character. Miss Marvel and Monica Rambeau were also pretty good in their roles. Whenever the three of them appeared on screen together, they managed to give us some really cool action sequences and funny banters. Okay, so that is my short spoiler-free review of The Marvels. On an average, I would give The Marvels a 3.5 points out of 5. For me, The Marvels is easily my second favorite post-Endgame MCU movie after Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. I am now going to talk about the ending, more precisely the end credits scene of the movie and what it means for the future of the MCU, which means I am going to enter into the spoiler territory beyond this point. So, I request those of you who do not want to get spoiled and wishes to experience The Marvels in theaters without any prior knowledge about its storyline, to leave the video at this point. For those of you who are still watching this video, I assure you that the next few minutes are going to be very interesting. So, sit back, relax and enjoy. So, the post-credit scene starts with Monica Rambeau recovering and waking up in a bed within some kind of a facility. Lying beside Monica in another bed is her mother Maria, who surprisingly is unable to recognize her. Now, the interesting part is that there is a giant clock on one of the walls in the room where we see a giant alphabet, X, indicating that Monica might actually be inside the iconic X Mansion from the X-Men movies. Then, we get to witness one of the biggest cameo in the history of the MCU. The Beast, from the early 2000s X-Men movie played by actor Kelsey Grammer, appears and he informs Monica that she is now in a universe which is parallel to her home universe. The post-credit scene then ends with Maria asking Monica who she is, indicating that she actually never had a daughter in this universe. Another interesting thing to note is that the Beast refers to Monica as Binary. Binary, according to Marvel Comics, is a variant of Monica Rambeau's Captain Marvel, who is basically the strongest version of Captain Marvel across the entire multiverse. Now, let me tell you what actually happened and which universe did Monica actually end up in. This is a parallel universe similar to the one where Wanda kills the Illuminati during the events of Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. The reason I can confirm that this is not the same universe as the one from Doctor Strange 2 is because the Beast reveals at the very end that he has to leave to get in touch with Charles. Charles here refers to Professor X. Since Professor X died at the hands of Wanda in Earth 838, him being alive in this universe confirms that this is a new universe altogether. When Monica wakes up, she finds herself in an entirely new universe. Now, the big question you most certainly have on your mind right now is, how did this even happen? What really is the significance of this event and how does it affect the future of the MCU? Well, to answer this question, you must know about one very important event from Marvel Comics, which is known as the Incursion. An incursion is an event where different realities and universes starts merging into one another. In the latest TV spot for the Marvels, Monica Rambeau literally mentions herself that there is a different reality bleeding into ours.
There's a different reality bleeding into ours.
If you look at another shot in the same TV spot, there is an instance where the words next NEXT pop up on the screen. As the words fade away, the last alphabet to remain very interestingly is none other than Alphabet X. So, Marvel actually officially teased us the X-Men cameo even before the actual release of the movie in theaters. The next big question is, how actually does an incursion take place out of nowhere? Actually, the seeds for the incursion was planted way back during the events of Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. According to the rules of Marvel Comics, an incursion event is triggered whenever there is an excessive use of multiversal magic. One such magic is the Darkhold, which was practiced by Wanda during Doctor Strange 2 in order to gain control over her variant from another timeline. Now, I take you back to the TV spot once again. You can see Monica Rambeau seems to be traveling into a new dimension right here, and at the very end of her journey, you can see her take up an entirely new form. So, this makes it pretty clear as to how she ends up in the new reality. Let me now tell you why exactly is this post-credit scene so important for the future of the MCU. The incursion which we are going to witness in the Marvels is actually way more important than you think. It will literally plant the seeds for the next big Avengers movie, Avengers Secret Wars. Ever since Spider-Man No Way Home, Marvel has been using multiversal cameos from some of their most iconic characters from past movies as the main selling point of their recent movies. Some of the primary examples include Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, and Deadpool 3. These cameos, apart from creating hype and selling tickets, are actually an integral part of the build-up for Avengers Secret Wars. This movie will be taking heavy inspiration from the Avengers Secret Wars comic book series. The comics featured different variants of Marvel's most iconic characters from different timelines. These variants at the end were left with no choice but to fight with one another to protect their own timelines within the bigger multiverse. This epic battle takes place in a planet called the Battleworld. The planet of Battleworld was created by Doctor Doom from the remnants of destroyed realities following the multiverse's collapse due to the incursions. This is why the incursion event, which we are going to witness in the Marvels, is so important. As I said, it is going to be the first real build-up for Avengers Secret Wars. So, that is all I have to say in this video. I hope I have been able to clear all your doubts and questions regarding the ending of the Marvels 2023. If you have any more questions on your mind, feel free to comment down below. And please do not forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.